And here he is. I asked Santa Claus, the Tooth Fairy, the genie from Aladdin, everyone to bring me two-time Super Bowl champion Howie Roseman to the show, and here he is. Congratulations.
Thanks, Kay. I don't know, should I be doing sunglasses or not? What do we think about the glare right now? Is it the lights? Is it the sun? Is it Florida?
Yes or no sunglasses? Put the sunglasses on.
Yeah, we're going sunglasses?
Be cool AF as always. I'm surprised you don't have those 2 Super Bowl rings. I'm sure one's being made. Do you have say in what it looks like?
I don't. They don't give me any say. I think they basically tell me stay in your lane, and I'm excited to see what it looks like at some point, though.
You're here for one reason only. It's the talk of the entire owner meeting. How's your forehead?
I think I'm a little less handsome than I was before it, but I'll keep it. I will keep it.
It's there.
It's there. It's there.
It's there. Did you remember everything that happened? Did you watch the Zapruder film? You're an icon, Howie.
Because it was like, you know what? I went to college at the University of Florida, and a bunch of my friends came up on Saturday night from South Florida to watch the Florida basketball game. And one of my friends said to me, he goes, I can understand why you dropped the beer. You know, it's cold out. Like, it must have been slippery. And I'm like, wait, do you think I dropped the beer? I didn't drop anything. It was thrown at my head at high velocity.
You have your scouts doing all the metrics, the analytics, the speed, MPH.
Zapruder film. I like that. That makes sense.
How does winning your second Super Bowl feel different than the first one?
In the moment, it felt different. Certainly, the first one was like it's almost like you get it off your back a little bit. I said something that Bob let me say at the combine that I'm not going to say again, but. Nevertheless, Bob is no longer a virgin.
Oh, my God. Wow. You only get that here, folks,
and
on the Evan Adams Show.
And I think that at the same time, because of where you are in the season, you got to just keep moving forward. And we've lost a lot of good people on the field that we got to replace, and the opportunity will be there in the next few weeks to improve our football teams, which I'm excited about. So.
Last time I saw you was in Philly ahead of the season. It was training camp.
Oh, yeah.
We were talking about Jason leaving. I was interviewing Brandon Graham. And now, of course, Brandon emotionally leaves. You have such a tight bond with him.
Yeah.
Is he going to have the open door? What does his locker space
doubt.
look like? How do you immortalize him?
Yeah, Brandon will have so many opportunities because he's got people want to be around Brandon. But when he decides that he wants to put his focus back on football, certainly there'll be an opportunity for him. My first draft pick as a GM, so 15 years later, special, and really the two of us going through it and being through things, and for him to walk off the field as a world champ, unbelievable.
When did you have time to trademark "I bleed for this city"?
I didn't. I didn't. I don't know that I do anything that's trademark related. But
is that a rumor? Are we doing merch?
Well, like everyone, Kay, we do have people who look out for us, right, and make sure that they're protecting us. So. Luckily that I had some people looking out, and what kind of products could there be if you don't trademark it? I bleed for this city can go in all different kinds of directions, and I wasn't willing to go there, I guess, after the advice of some lawyers. So.
Yeah.
Bob's looking over very, very concerned right now.
What happens first? You retire completely, or you GM for another team?
Well,
I bleed for this city is aggressive.
I don't understand. Well, why are those talks even in consideration? Like we're in the middle right here. Like we got a lot more work to do, and a lot of more opportunities to improve our team and go kind of from there. But proud of the guys that we had on and off the field and accomplishing our goals for 2024.
When did you decide in your head I'm going to extend Saquon? Before the Super Bowl, during, or after?
Unbelievable performance, really unique performance level by Saquon, and getting the opportunity to get out in front of it and keep him in Philadelphia, really, because he's earned the right to continue playing in Philadelphia, and what he did for our team was tremendous, and we have to have a culture where when people do unbelievable things that they get rewarded for those, and for him it was when you think about where he was from a salary perspective, and then you compare it to other skilled players, it certainly was different, and he had a huge impact. And so certainly was something that was at the forefront of our minds.
Was it after the Super Bowl? Like, when does that happen in your head?
You didn't have to get to the Super Bowl to realize what an incredible year Saquon was having and the impact that he had on our team. And so I think it was all part of the offseason plan. And that's really our job. Like, no matter what we're doing during the season, we got to focus on the offseason. We got to focus on free agency and the draft. And then on Sundays, Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, whenever there are games on, we get to watch those games.
I hate to say it, I like that you have the scar on your head because I'm hoping I don't know if you need it or not, but it reminds you when you look in the mirror to celebrate a little.
Yeah.
Did you celebrate, or was it that one day and then you were...
We celebrated certainly after the game, for sure, and that whole week. But there'll be time to do that after the draft. You know, I think at the end of the day, we got to make sure that we improve this team when we have the opportunities to improve them. And then after the draft, there's time during rookie camp and May, June, July to have some fun, for sure.
I feel like on the
For sure.
float, tell true or false, some sort of text between you and your scouts, your like transaction stuff. Did you go an entire day of the parade without doing any sort of texting business about your team?
Well, no, because there were I think that like agents on our team, they didn't realize we were having the parade, so they weren't leaving me alone. And
so you're catching beers, chugging beers, doing deals. It's amazing.
there were
It's
beers
amazing.
caught that day. I don't think there's any videos of those. Bob, do we have any videos of the beers being caught? Because
Bob needs to be in the interview, I
yeah,
think.
I know. I'd like to include Bob
No,
on it.
He's a good buffer.
Yeah,
He's good to
he's a
you.
good
The
buffer.
culture
He's a good
top to
buffer.
bottom is great. Let me ask you this. We're at
Okay.
the owner meetings. It's my first one.
Yeah.
What is it like when you see Mr. Mara? What is that like? Have you seen him yet?
We compete against them twice a year. Tremendous respect for him and the Giants organization, and they got 4 world championships. You know, that organization, and we've competed against them for a long time. So it's everyone here. I think, you know, for us, you're competing. There's only 32 of us in the world, and so you have to respect everyone in this league that has gotten to this point. And you know, humility is an important thing in this business, for sure. As we've seen, it changes quickly. So we got to do whatever we can to make sure that we continue to put a great product out there for our fans, for our players, for our coaches, and certainly our ownership.
How are you Game of Thronesing this tush push thing? I don't know if you like. I know
I've
how you
never really
feel about it.
watched Game of Thrones, so anything that I would say here would be totally assuming something that happens on Game of Thrones, which
Got
I
it.
don't know. So
Do you watch anything? You a White Lotus guy? At some point, you'll watch it. Come on.
I will watch that. I do, because I love those destinations. Thailand's a
too.
cool place.
Me
Cool
too.
place.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're a Thailand guy.
Yeah, Bangkok's cool. You ever been to Bangkok?
No.
Very cool place.
But I don't think it comes off super well.
No, it doesn't.
In the, okay,
It didn't,
Sirianni
so
in
it
his
didn't.
shorts. Are we okay with Sirianni in his shorts? Did you see it
Is he around? Did I see him?
in the photo? I mean, you're dressed to the you could be at Paris Fashion Week right now.
You need to be you. You need to be you. I need to be me. Nick needs to be him. You know, he can't change who he is, and he's not going to change who he is. If shorts are what he's feeling, he's probably not sweating like we are right now, though. You don't look like you're sweating.
I think it's I'm just a master of dehydration.
Really? Well, I do have this secret little fan that's going on that's blowing on your
We treat
side,
you well.
and I think
That's
they're
only
blowing-
when you have
I
two.
think-
Did you see Ballard? A puddle.
Really?
We bring these out for the two-time Super Bowl champs. You know, we bring in
Wow.
the big fans.
Wow, that's nice of you.
You want to make your team better.
Yes.
What do you have the biggest itch for when you look at the draft and extra free? Where are you itching? What position group?
You know, Kay, there's zero chance I'm going to answer that question. I think that being at 32, the beautiful thing is you get to observe everyone else and see what's left. Last time we were at 32, we had an opportunity to trade back. Got a heck of a player in Dallas Goedert. Got a future second-round pick. A couple years ago, we were picking just above it, 30, because there were only 31 picks in the first round. Did you know that? In 2023, there were only 31 picks in the first round. Of course you knew that. And we got Nolan Smith, so those are good results, you know. And we gotta make sure that we continue to add good players. Adding talent, it's not a bi-yearly thing, okay? It's a yearly thing that we have to do.
I love that you talk about humility. Does it feel different to be the hunted? Not that you weren't always, but before you even won your first Super Bowl, I mean, when you walk into Breakers and you're like, oh, it's Howie, he's brilliant, everyone's brilliant, they're so highly competitive, there's only 32 of you, and now you only not only have 2, but you just won one. Does it feel different? Is there a different air for you? Nothing.
I don't know.
Awesome.
Not really. I certainly think you got to celebrate the moments. Like winning is fun, you know, and you got to get to celebrate with people that you're on the journey with, on and off the field. Like those are fun. Those are fun when you win games during the season. Those are the things that get you. You want to continue to do it. And so the only way you can do that is put your head down and continue to work hard and bring more good people on and off the field. And you got to surround yourself with tremendous people. And so that's what we'll continue to do because we've lost a lot of good people. And I think those are the things, when I wake up, you're thinking about the people you lost and how are you going to replace those people.
You wake up thinking that.
Most days.
That's why Howie's Howie. 2-time Super Bowl champion, Howie Roseman, who he doesn't even like that too. You want 7, I can tell.
One at a time. One at a time.
One at a time. And it's coming out your way in 2025. Let us now hang out with GM Les Snead, who would also like a Super Bowl. Let's hang out with him.